Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and I'll be very curious to see how this one plays out. So, to catch anyone up to speed who wasn't able to join in on the last escapade, we started the Torna DLC up, and all sorts of shenanigans were had. We're at the point where we're at Gormont, 500 years in the past relative to where we've been, and thus far, wow, it's been rather curious as there's been all sorts of nonsense to worry about in the meanwhile, and based on what's been said, I'm gonna have plenty to worry about as far as, well, side quests and whatnot, so I'll be very curious to see how long this ends up taking to run through it all. Still, it's been interesting thus far, if only to get a glimpse into how things used to be, back when Malos and Mithra were actively fighting each other, back when they were first released. So, here we are. So, I'm trying to remind myself of the most recent concern. Let's see. Would have been this, right? Oh, right. Okay, so, on the hunt for Malos. So, we are joined by... well, technically we're joined by Jin and his driver, but his driver is over there with her other blade, mourning the loss of her mother, and, well, we've got the Emperor of Morardain, and we've got Adam and Mithra, so we actually get to see what this guy is like. Much more formal than I expected, given the circumstances, but I suppose that isn't too surprising, given what we learned about him. Either way, so, also, apparently, smooth jazz, well, hyped up jazz throughout all of this, so here we are. Honestly, kind of distracting amount of jazz, so yeah. I much prefer the original Gormont theme, much more relaxing. Either way, we'll catch up with chat and then we'll be on our way. What have you heard about Sonic Superstars as a game? I've heard mixed things. I've heard that the first half is really great, and I've heard that the second half is a slog. That's the general impression I got. I've also heard that, broadly speaking, it is... well, it was ill-advised for it to be $60, and that's the thing that's holding me back now, even if the Switch version were immaculate. Let's see. Since you got Cosmos early, one of the more common rare blades is going to be held to get. I've unlocked most of the more common rare blades, though, I think. Because there's the new game, the blades you can get in New Game Plus that likely won't crop up until later. And I think I've got the majority of the remaining blades, actually. I'm just trying to remember which ones I haven't got. I don't know. Once the stream's over, I suppose I can open up where I am in the New Game Plus stuff and we can find out real quick. Either way, that's one thing to worry about. For now, actually, wait, can I access this now? Not yet. Alrighty, so, let's talk to people. Oh, hi. Your group's grown since last time, right? I guess that means you can do some pretty cool blade combos when your friends make combo requests, huh? Ah, more tutorials, yep. Alright, what's this about? Name's Krogan. My driver looks like an overgrown furball, but he's really a seasoned merc. Real hard nut. Thing is, I think he's got in over his head this time. This job's too much for him to handle. So we've been looking around for drivers who have with a good track record who'd be able to join him. I can tell just by looking at you folks that you aren't some lousy Sunday drivers. You must have seen real combat. Interested? But first I want to see how you measure up in a fight. As for the rules, let's have you pull up a second stage blade combo. Say, about 5 times. Doesn't matter which element you use, just do any special, and then any other one that's level 2 or above. And obviously, since you can rely on your allies for linking up the specials, you might want to try to mix it up. The play's time and target's up to you. I just want to know if your blade combos are up to scratch. Alrighty then. So, got a few side quests to pick up, and we'll see how that goes.
I would be no leader if I turned down an opportunity like this.
Yep, I am aware of how the blade combos work. Alrighty, then there was another one over here. Nope on Salvager. That's a new one. Meh. Sorry about that. 2 down sinking into doldrums. If not delivered quickly, partner sure to flip lid. Meh meh. Travelers! Please to listen to Dundan's woes. Dundun. No, that's Dunban. Dundun is salvager by trade, as friends see. His entire livelihood. Dundun been diving off Lasham Cove with wood cylinders in effort to find specific treasure. But all Dudan find is useless collectibles, value of scrap. More worth to throw away than keep. Probably fault of wood cylinders, not really built to last. I've heard salvagers in Morardanes use shiny silver cylinders or some such. Dudan not have luxury to use such high-tech equipment, but want to change that. It may be asking too much, but could Dudan trouble travelers for helping? Would need friends to collect apple lamps and alloy sheeting. Then Dudan can dive deep into Clan Sea with silver cylinder on back and glide to treasure like Sleeky Serprond. If friends do this, we'll give all of leftover useless... very, very precious bad hinges as reward. Dudan counting on you. Yeah. I hear Superstars runs like trash. Wouldn't surprise me if that were the case. I wasn't exactly impressed with how well Sonic Origins ran after all. No business going there now, huh? Not gonna let me go onto the Morardanian ship, eh? Alright, I guess we'll just have to see to that objective later. Meanwhile, I suppose we can just hit the collectible spots on our way over to the next objective.
What have we got here?
Alright. Alright, now I need to work on my accent a little, I suppose. Hi, Mithra. Nice of you to join us. Alright. Let's see. Actually, what's the closest? Looks like they're about equidistant. Alrighty, let's move. Hang on a minute. Why is there a quest marker over there? Is that something I need to kill? Yeah, looks like it. Let's take it down.
Ready for this? Be my guest. Rising up.
Alright, so how do you fight? I don't think I'm trying to remember if I've played as you at all. There we are. There we are. There we are. Now who's next? Oop, too early.
I'll give you a hand.
Star Slash.
Messing with us?
And now you die. There we go.
It looks like I'm on dinner duty tonight. Does anyone have any requests?
Whatever we have the ingredients for.
Anything you want
we got
will be a feast, I'm sure.
Alright, you're being way too polite, everyone. Someone do something crazy.
You're mine now.
Don't have...
Alright, I need some extra mining, huh? Alright, at least that's marked on the map to check out later. Alrighty. Thoughts on the battle theme? Yeah, not bad. A little more, hectic in a way I'm not used to. They use very different instrumentation for a lot of themes here. Either that or it's just more noticeable because of how quick the battle themes are. Well, tempo-wise. Actually, I'll have to check the actual tempo. Maybe it just seems that way because of the piano's opener. I'll have to listen to it next time. Actually, here's how we determine it. Let's just go fight a random enemy.
Let us band together. Rising up.
Yeah, it just seems that way because of the piano doing a bunch of 16th notes. Not the most complex rhythm, to be fair. Rude! There we are. Alright, that gives me a good sense for it. I like it, though. There we go. Just enough to get food. Did I miss responses? If you mean to the Sonic Superstars comment, maybe. I did comment on that, that's saying that it doesn't surprise me given that Sonic Origins didn't exactly impress either in terms of performance. And those are the old games with headcanon involved. Alrighty. Let's get ourselves into trouble. Tell me, you finally found the uninhabited Titan? That's right. Made it there without a scratch. The map, the bard song, the Elder's legend, it was all true. I wish you could have had some of that fun after you bonded with me. No fair. Of course, back then, I had no idea that I'd be the driver of an Aegis someday. Not a clue. And I also had no idea that I'd end up with a blade who was so hungry for experience. I mean, I prefer it when you have something interesting to say. I choose to take that as a compliment. Well, sure, it was hardly boring, discovering that legendary uninhabited titan. The natives gave us a fine chase. Natives? I thought you said it was uninhabited. Well, to be precise, we didn't meet any humans there. Just some monsters of the Arachno, Antol, and Skeeter variety. Cool. And they were pretty huge specimens too. We must have looked like extra tempting appetizers to them. There were really quite a lot of them. We were lucky to get off the Titan in one piece. Ah, a fine recompense for an adventurer's heart. So your plans to build a holiday villa there came to nothing. It's more than a little tragic. Well, I mean, that wasn't the primary aim. Perhaps I didn't get a material reward, but I certainly got a spiritual reward. Things didn't work quite so well for my playmates, though. How so? It was a kind of paradise for insects, but I heard later that it was later laid to waste by someone or other. Ways of humans are often cruel. What's done is done. It was a time of war, and they had to find a place for some refugees. But the monsters couldn't have grasped that. They probably just saw arrogant humans wrecking their home. Ah, the telling of it falls hard upon my ears. Hey, Aegeon. Your Majesty, forgive my interruption. But this appears to be the location mentioned in the report. Yeah, that looks like Malus's handiwork. Ah, so we're here already. The journey passed as the blinking of an eye thanks to Adam's enchanting tales. If your servant's humble recounting was able to relieve your imperial tedium, truly the most blessed of man am I. Oh, I do wish you'd cut it out, Adam. I am not your better, and you should know it. I wouldn't be so sure of that, Hugo, old friend. Now then, Mithra, I'd really like to get your opinion of this, as the Aegis. I think your hair wants to give an opinion. It has to be I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this isn't Malus's handiwork. Is that so? How did you come to that conclusion, Mithra? Malus's attack would have melted the earth and turned it into glass. But whatever did this only scorched the grass. It can't have been such a high temperature. That's a very wise deduction. We're lucky to have you for an ally. I offer my apologies to you all for leading you to this disappointing conclusion. Nay, Aegeon, we could not have known without further investigation. With each possibility we discard, we move all the closer to our goal. Everyone, look there. It's a big one. Indeed, we cannot let it run riot. Just think of the damage it could do if it got to Lasham Cove or a settlement. Everyone, get to it! Alrighty.
Someone to see us.
Knockback, huh?
Rising up.
Hey, come on, you're supposed to get them off of us. Alright, now the Emperor is clearly the one who needs to be the tank, right?
Ready to unleash your talent? Leave it to me.
Alright.
Photon
Rude! I was about to hit him.
No one in all can stop us now. Freaky boys.
Rude! Stop it! You're annoying me.
I'll give you a hand.
Alright, I'll just hit Volt 2 then, just to have some fun.
How about this?
Great star slash.
There we go. Hey, you even collected things for me. Probably because we're about to go into a cutscene. Yep. A fire-spewing monster. It's a good thing we had Aegeon on hand. Perhaps it's bold of me to say, but I've dealt with worse. Well, it seems safe to assume that this was the cause of the burn marks. I would never have dreamed that such a foul fiend could have laid in wait so close to Torgoth. Maybe it was driven out of its original home in a territorial dispute. I've heard that happens from time to time. Yeah, maybe. Or more likely some humans stole or smashed its home up. We call them monsters, but to them we're the monsters. Indeed, it must be thus. The day shall dawn where man's exploitations of the Titans will bring us all to ruin. Perhaps that dawn is already upon us. You're laying the theme a little thick on here, boys. Back at Indol already? Alright, let's see what he has to say. Who are you? You don't look like any human species we've seen thus far. You must be a Malthus. But who's the other? I'm trying to remember. Did you show up last week? I think you may have. Oh, actually, I'm pretty sure you're the current Praetor, aren't you? Okay, now it's coming back.
Interesting thing you've got there.
Hello, Malos. Yes, you're the current Praetor.
Malice enough.
It's all right.
Wait, how is Malos able to do that?
Indol's most sacred treasure, the Aegis. It is said to be the embodiment of the Architect's light, the divine revelations our founder Maldonare received.
Really? Then...
What are you doing? Okay, that was expected.
That's what I will be called too. After all, I am born of divinity, not just some reflection.
You believe yourself so strong?
Don't you?
Your situation doesn't look good. Boltrick is not going to let it go. And you can't hide behind the Praetor forever.
That has nothing to do with you.
If that were true, you wouldn't be here.
What's that about?
Here.
What is this place?
There's my question.
It's a very tasty secret. Formerly known only to the Praetor and me. The essence of our Judician forebears, originally salvaged from the bottom of the Cloud Sea. Some of it may hail from the fabled land of Moritha.
Moritha?
How would such a fable have come about now that I think of it?
This here display is a diagram of what human cells are made of. And then this one here is a blade's.
Astonishingly alike.
Of course. After all, they are descended from humans too. That in and of itself isn't too shocking. But this...
It's the same, isn't it?
Just wait.
That's a core crystal.
Exactly. A blade's core crystal contains information not only pertaining to humans, it also records schematics describing all manner of animal tissues.
You're saying blades contain detailed information of all living creatures?
Not just that. Have a look at this undeveloped part.
Undeveloped?
That is from a Titan. It suggests that this particular piece may one day develop into a Titan. Isn't it mind-boggling? A message from the Architect, no doubt.
From the Architect?
Indeed. This is just what you were after. I wish to investigate this and learn more of what the Architect has in store for this world, and perhaps claim this knowledge for our own.
Hang on, is this where Amalthus learns
including
how...
the Praetor.
Perhaps.
This how Amalthus learns how Blades and Titans are interrelated?
Isn't this in line with your own goals? Well then, I may as well help out.
What do you know of his goals? And what kind of help would you be offering? Curious that... I believe that concludes my mission. Shall we head to the flagship? Fine by me. It's a good place for us to exchange information. It's currently moored at Lasham Cove. Then to Lasham Cove we go. Alright. Is there any point where I need to explicitly go back and pick up... Well, is there any time I need to go and pick up Laura?
Great. Another problem solved.
Or will she automatically show back up at some point? Because I remember her not wanting to be near... I think it was more Ardain, if memory serves. Wanted to spend more time away.
It was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here
What have we
again.
got here?
Go away. Oh hey, affinity reward. Nice.
Cooking is naturally learned by doing.
Oh, they're actually telling you what you need to do for that now, huh? Useful. Well, even after you unlocked it. See, anything was explained in the base game, this gives more detail. I don't know if it necessarily gives more
Right.
detail given the circumstances.
So it was the
More
sea and
fills in a
forces
gap
that
or two.
ravaged this area.
Yes. Many troops remained here with no orders after Malos sank their homeland. We're doing our best to disarm them, but... well, you've seen the village. Sadly, it's happened more than once.
The powers that be bicker among themselves, ignoring the larger danger.
And right now, that is the one thing we cannot afford.
What's that sound?
I will go take a look.
Incidentally, how has Torna been faring?
I'd like to tell you that the people bask in the peace of His Majesty's rule. But I'm afraid that would be a lie.
Same as everywhere else then, yes?
Torna has not escaped Malos's rampage unscathed.
If that is so, allow me to offer you the Imperial Army's assistance in this time of...
Don't worry about it. This is exactly the reason why Indol entrusted her to me.
Well, that answers my question. Why you specifically, though?
Ah, so you came. The future king of Torna. I'm glad I thought to send a messenger.
King, don't joke about it. Rumors like that could cause trouble at home.
I am merely a quester. I hold no such influence.
All the same.
I quested today, but tomorrow?
The core's color is different. And she's a woman, too. Quite lovely indeed. Malos was all brawn and brutish strength.
You worry?
No, quite the contrary. Everybody knows a blade's appearance bears no relation to their power. You could be the heroine of our resistance.
No, I won't be anyone's anything.
That's fine now. I have only one thing to ask of you. To rectify the mistake I made and erase Malos from the face of the world.
Alright then.
So that's why the returning hero, pacifier of the Borderlands, was really just...
Never before has a blade broken free and rampaged like this. I can see why Indal would prefer to keep it quiet. They're even routing support to the militia through Argentum for deniability.
And then towards you.
I'm just some princeling. Me.
Surely, if you defeat Malos, your cover will be blown.
If indeed. But we're not in it for the glory, are we? When we're done, I'll just plow my fields in peace.
Your Majesty, some of our troops have returned to base, but
Is something wrong?
they're all reporting something strange. A marauding group of routed mercenaries, trying to avoid any attention.
Routed mercenaries? That feels like... Wait, marauding and routed, that's a bit contradictory.
There's not much around here for them, in the way of paid work or opportunities for looting.
As your Majesty commanded, our men did not engage. We confirmed their bearing, then withdrew.
And? Where were they going?
The village outskirts.
But why there? There's nothing but graveyards.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no indeed. Good that Jin was the first one to run. Very good indeed. At least the basic characterization is in good shape, although I'm questioning a little bit of the pieces here and there.
But I'd made it for her, and I'd like her to keep it forever.
So, the bitch is dead, is she? Shame. I had a soft spot for her.
Orions.
Ha! Guess you learned how to use a weapon at least. Big change from a tiny kid trying not to piss herself in fear.
You're... No!
Okay, that's a little too convenient. Then again, I suppose they had to just... Oh, right. Now I'm remembering.
Remember me? How touching.
You got a name?
A face that ugly, I couldn't forget. Trust me, I tried.
Harsh.
What do you want? Not that I can't imagine.
I'm here to take back what's mine, kid. But before that, I'll take a bit of time to express my gratitude to you. It ain't gonna be pretty or quick. Then I'll make that blade watch as I cut you into little sticky chunks, just to make sure the last thing he feels is complete despair.
I'll hold them up. You get to the others quickly.
No use. Hayes, he knew about you. He brought no blades, just more mercs.
Exactly. Don't worry. I'm gonna treat you real good before I get to the cutting.
Alright, we'll see if we can, how long we can withstand, and how long we need to withstand, more to the point. Mix of Urians and more Ardanians? Still! Alright, let's get in there.
We're ready to put another win under our belts. Caution will win the day. I got it. Thanks. You're alive. Come on! Yeah! Gotcha. Come on!
There we go. Alright, so if I'm gonna aim that, I should aim a different direction. Alright, so do I still need to do number 2 for this? Yes. Okay, that still needs to remain as is. Alright, good to know. Well, it looks like I can keep this going largely indefinitely given the circumstances. Get closer. There we go. Yeah, it looks like we can keep this going in perpetuity thanks to Hayes being here.
Something I can be proud of.
Oh hey, level up. I'll take it. Alright, where's the last one? Actually, I may as well just collect the coins while I'm at it. Boom!
You're starting to piss me off. Oi! Surround them so they don't get away!
My lady, you have to go.
It's all right. He's here.
You bastard! No!
Again, really. Hi.
Enough. What's next then? Right leg? Or the left? Or how about...
Someone is gonna stop him, right?
Enough.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's enough, Jim. Just leave him. For my sake.
Yeah, but surely someone's just gonna apprehend him. Yeah, okay, good. At least apprehend him. I feel like that should have been the first thing attempted. Don't wait for the signal, just grab him. If he got away.
So you let him go? Even without his arms, he may cause you more trouble one day.
I didn't want to end it here. He might deserve it, but he did take care of my mother, so... Let's go back. I suppose I can bring myself to step foot on this flagship, after all.
If only to stay with the rest of the group. And not get singled out again. Are we gonna see where the guy ended up?
My arms! My arms! Bastards!
I noticed you're not actually showing them yet. Do you not have a model where he doesn't have the arms?
Every last one of them!
You're being very careful with your camera angle so you don't have to create another model, huh? Interline zealots. Interesting. Wait.
Huh? The hell are you?
What's Indal doing here?
Stop it!
Do I want to know what's going on? I'm not going to be told anything, am I? Probably not. Alright, anything else I need to see to while I'm here? I'm probably not looking at this. Alright, well, if I get stonewalled by side quests, I'm sure the game will be happy to let me know of that. She did not want bloodshed on her mother's grave. That's fair. Still, that doesn't mean you don't arrest him.
Familiar ground. We must
Aren't
stay
we
vigilant.
intrepid?
I feel like that should have been the first thought, but never mind me. Well, here we are. Welcome aboard, my honored guests. It's funny, I was expecting it to be all glitz and glamour. Halls of gold, diamond chandeliers and all that. But there's nothing like that here. I like this much better. It all depends on the country. Some of the nobility like to travel in style, and believe me, they don't go halfway. Moradane, on the other hand, is a military state. They take a more pragmatic approach. Just as their emperor must be a masterful driver, so must their diplomatic vessel be armed for war. That is the Ardenian way. So long as its mission is not a covert one, every flagship under our command must be a throne I may ascend. And if the leader is the first to fall, what then? Jin! It's alright, Laura. He makes a valid point. That is precisely why Aegeon and Brigid, the jewels of the Empire, have been bestowed upon me. Your Majesty. We will do everything in our power to protect you, Your Majesty, even at the cost of our lives. I am blessed to have such loyal companions. Oh, what's the soldier? Your Majesty, we have urgent news! His Majesty is currently entertaining guests. I would entreat you not to encourage displeasure. My humble apologies, Your Majesty. It's alright. I trust this news is of special importance. Please, give us your tidings. Of course, Your Majesty. As you know, we've applied stricter regulations to our scout patrols in light of the recent tragedy at Torregoth. Well, one of our patrols happened upon a young Gormati near the cap at Seagull Fall, but they lost track of him. Seagull fell. So, you think he might be a survivor? We believe so. We can send out further patrols immediately if His Majesty assents. I see. I'm sorry that we had to keep you waiting. Please, go ahead. Yes, Your Majesty. Don't forget me. I would like for our country's aid to shelter as many refugees as falls within our means. I do hope he can be found quickly. Wait, we should go with them. What for? Your army's not exactly short-staffed. He's just a kid. He'll be scared witless of the soldiers. Of course he's going to run away. Laura's got a point. Very well, let's head out. We would do well to make haste before he strays any further afield. Thanks, guys. Such a bunch of do-gooders. It's gonna land us in trouble someday. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine, Mithra. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Hang on. Ooh, more nonsense! Oh right, is this one to turn in? Get a grip, I beg you. What's the use of worrying before you've even set off? No, see, that's the worst part. I thought I'd had the courage by now, but it's just... Is something the matter? Who are you then? Oh, this is great. Kinda, look, we can just ask these people for help. Are we really going through all this again? If I could interject, why don't you just tell us what's wrong and then we'll take it from there, Ah, I see. Talita's only just become a driver. That's right. So I've come to Gormont to explore around, hoping I'd get a bit stronger. And that's why you're asking strangers for their help as soon as we arrive. Makes sense. Is that a little faith you have in me? Hey, that's not fair. You know I just... Well, how about this? After you head off, we'll follow you at a distance. So it can step in if things get ropey? But it looks like you're managing on your own if it looks like you're managing on your own strength, we'll leave well alone. Does that sound good? That seems reasonable enough. It does? Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. I knew we'd end up stepping into something like this. Come off it, Mithra. Our meeting here was also the work of fate after all. Before you go, we should establish a clear goal. We can't keep providing aid forever. For the time being, let's say we'll head for the Serene Spring site. It's meant to be somewhere nearby. Ace, any ideas? I have heard before it is somewhere on the Titan's back. It shouldn't be far from here. Right on. In that case, we're off. Time to move backward. I mean forward. You know what I mean. I'm sorry she managed to get you roped into this. Here I go. Well.
In troubled times, we help each other.
Fun fact, Hiko actually says don't forget me in chain attacks once you unlock them. Oh boy.
Aren't we intrepid?
Lucky bloody me. Now, who all is there to talk to and ruminate with as far as the more Ardanian ship? Lost my comrades in the midst of battle when I least expected. That happens to you. Alright, yeah. More nonsense for tutorials. Feels like I'm back in New Game Plus. Hey there, what do you think of this state-of-the-art Ardanian flagship? Pretty nifty, huh? The only downside is that the modern tech make us mechanics cry. Every time I anchor in port, I'm always so busy with repairs. Haven't been home in such a long time. The longer you spend flying around Old Rest, the more you start to yearn for the taste of home. I tried to make a recipe my mother used to make from memory, but it didn't go too well. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have someone who can cook in your party, would you? If I tell you the recipe, do you think you could cook up some food for my hometown Schildsheim? Seems simple enough. Excellent. Looking forward to some delicious home-cooked food. I can taste it already. Lucky us.
I'd like you.
While Torna was released in a standalone game, all the same.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Alright, nothing doing there, huh? Wonder where I'll get all the skills for this. Guess we'll find out before too long. War with the Seans, raids by Malos. I hope Moradin can make it through. But I worried what would happen if we couldn't maintain our strength. We're supposed to be His Majesty's vanguard. In the face of this kind of threat, we ought to be looking for some fresh energy to bolster our defense. Huh? Where did you guys spring from? Why do you say? Hey, why do we say? English. Why do we say to bolster our defense, you say? Surely that's obvious. One only has two choices in life. Success through strength or weeping in weakness. Well, that's in the world the way it is right now at least. So if there's something I can do to make His Majesty a little stronger. What I mean to say is, I want to be a strong and effective soldier, for the good of my homeland. Yeah. And even if we're up against an opponent like Malos, I still want to do what I can. That's right. I could probably learn a thing or two from you guys. You look like you can handle yourselves. Maybe you'll do me the honor of giving me a boat. But don't hold back. No need to sugarcoat it. Just come at me like it's the real thing. That's the sort of mindset that we'll need if we're going to have a hope of standing up to Aegis. I'm known as the best shot in the whole of the Imperial Army. Underestimate me at your peril. Here I come. Well, may as well take care of this while we're here.
I said I'd do it, so consider it done.
Alright, let's go for the belt.
I think we've been spotted.
Oh, jeez.
I'm fine. Just fine.
No, you're not. You better hope Hugo is a bit tougher than that. There we go. Alright, now the threats mostly dealt with, but... There we go.
That was nice and easy.
May the next one go as swiftly.
Oh, hey, affinity reward.
It seems.
There's something quite magical about traveling beneath the stars.
I've improved measurably.
Alright, good to check on that as well.
Make sure you use it for all it's worth.
Alrighty. Okay, you're even stronger than you look. Such incredible power. I'm the best sniper in the Imperial Army, but you made light work of me. You've shown us all up. It's not just your physical strength either. It's the way that you fight as Driver and Blade. That incredible synergy. I get the feeling your true strength lies in the connections that you have. You've shown me the way. From now on, I won't see myself as a lone wolf anymore. Tell that to Mithra. I'll think of my friends and all the Ardanian people and all the future generations. I'll make my goal in life to be someone who's loved and respected by my people. This battle has taught me what I really ought to be aiming for in life. I hardly have the words to thank you. You're leaning into that a bit much, but so be it.
You didn't have to, but thanks.
There we go. Plenty more to attend to along the way. Let's see.
Give me a shout next time something happens.
All the extra tutorials are probably a bit of an overcorrection for the base game's tutorials. It's a possibility, but probably a bit much all the same. You lot fights in specialized roles, surely. Like one's defender, yeah. Yep. I'm running into the aggro problem right now as far as, well, I've been having all sorts of fun trying to manage aggro in New Game Plus. Rex keeps drawing too much fire right now. It'll be nice when Tora is able to put out a bit more firepower with with Poppy's other forms. If the roast were to happen, my duty is to return to Bridget and the Geon's core crystals to Morade. Of course, that's never necessary. And here's open. I am Vian Torreson, Special Envoy for Morade. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. To commemorate this auspicious meeting, allow me to inform you of something. Yeah. More tutorials. Although to be fair, a lot of the dialogue I'm running into outside of combat, just talking to people has also been tutorial heaven. Or tutorial hell, depending on your perspective. Alright. Actually, never got to compare... Oh yeah. Actually for... That's just a straight improvement. Go for it. May as well bump them up a little bit. Let's see, what else is chat up to? Thoughts on the Nations of Alrest? Decent amount of variety to them. Interesting conflict that can be had there. Although, the most that I've really had an opportunity to explore has been the dynamic with, Uriah, Morardain, and Gormott more specifically. So I haven't explored too much beyond that. Although I'd be curious to know how Indul got the position that it did. There we go. Let's be off. Alright. Let's go take care of this side quest and then we'll see what the main story has to say for itself. I wonder if I'm at a level where I can take this unique monster on. Probably. Let's not risk it yet. Oh, looks like I missed an earlier chat. Sega suffers from a lack of polish? Yeah, that's putting it mildly. Although, I guess it depends on the Sega game. Oh, well, honestly, that seems to be the trend for Sega in general lately, because, I mean, they also own Creative Assembly, and Total War's been Creative Assembly in general, and Total War specifically has been running into all sorts of trouble as well. I'm trying to think of what else they've been up to. Let's see. Well, the division that's been working on Valkyria Chronicles has been doing alright. Although, well, why are you on the ground? My stomach, so empty. Ugh. Spicy food, really? I'm gonna need to go... Where's the nearest campground?
It was a nice change of pace.
Alright. Let me see.
I really should have paid more attention to what would be required.
Don't spoil your appetite before I'm done.
Ah, this. Right. And it'll take a while, huh? Need to do a lot more collectible hunting, right?
It's ready. How do you like it? It's done. It's done.
For HP recovery and as its uses.
How do you like it? Does it suit your tastes?
Your Majesty, about your intention to search for the boy. Be at ease, Zegion. All rest is pretty mired in disorder, and it is the work of the Aegis's might. Nothing can right the balance but the work of another Aegis, alike in power. It pains me to say, perhaps it is a challenge too great for our nations to face alone. So it's really in the Ardanian national interest if we act together on this. Precisely. Understood. We'll take point on this one, Aegion, to ease the burden on His Majesty a little. Very well. Well then, I suppose we should look lively and make our way out to Sidle Fell. Excellent. Let it be so. Righty then. Anything I can do here? Worth bumping this up at all? Maybe getting everyone on the same page, perhaps. And we'll go ahead and bump it up.
Is within our grasp.
I don't know how much I intend to do with New Game Plus for this specific DLC
I
yet,
fight
but
for my friends.
who died and made you Ike? I like Mithra's camp action name. Like, that's in quotations. I'll have to check that next time I take a look. Alrighty. So I guess for now, since I don't appear to have what I need for that yet, I may as well head back to the main story. And hopefully just in exploring I'll eventually reach what I need to. So, what do I need to do for this one? Whoops. Alright, well let's see what the map says. If it does say anything. Wait, there's a side quest I can pick up over there? Oh boy.
Even on familiar ground,
Aren't we
must stay
intrepid?
vigilant.
How did I miss that 3 times around? I feel like I should have a bead on where exactly to go from here.
Aren't we
I'm
intrepid?
something of an expert.
We are?
Aren't we intrepid?
Let me think. Well, they did say over at the falls, right? That could mean a couple different things. Honestly surprised we don't have a beat on it. Unless... What if I actively select this? There we go.
I think we've been spotted.
Hello, you. Care to come down here and tell us what's what? Or do I have to come to you? Alright, I'll come to you. Jeez. That was quick. Alrighty.
This is becoming addicting.
Ooh. Useful. Now what might this have to say for itself?
It's all so very fascinating.
Very nice. You need to use abilities, huh? Actually, it might be worth, in that case, just... Now let's go ahead and swap over. Let Bridget lead the way for a bit so I can work on that. Kids will be thinking in those terms since I'm likely to not do too much with New Game Plus on this. Given the circumstances, anyway.
What a terrible chore.
Oh, calm down, Bridget. Alright, out of curiosity, so what do I need for you? Oh hey, the survivalist sandwich works. Oh, it actually got pretty dang far. Okay. So presumably as I'm just throwing stuff around, that'll help. Okay. All in due time, I suppose. Oh hey, the side quest I was gonna look at and we'll go grab is over by that too, huh? Alright. I don't have to go up, huh? Alright. At least this is water, right? Hopefully it's not too... not too bad.
It has us in its sights. To arms!
Well, if you're gonna pay attention to me, I may as well oblige you. Nice and easy.
That's the way to do it.
Alrighty. That worked out.
You could put me to better use.
You're just gonna complain about this every time I have you do any sort of collectible thing, Bridget.
Terrible chore.
Yes, that is exactly what this is gonna be. Well, too bad. You complain about it, you make me want to give you more. If only to see the hilarious reaction. Okay, those are level 30s. We need to be careful. Get too close. There we are. Hey, there's a campsite here. Well, here's the campsite at Seagull Fell. Now about that boy. Hey, isn't that him? Oh! Hey, wait. We won't hurt you. We mean you no harm. Please, stay. You won't hurt me? I see you've decided to trust us, for now at least. We're affiliated with the Ardanian forces. We didn't come to bring you mischief. We know what happened to Torgoth, and have been acting wholeheartedly to protect the refugees. You've escaped from Torgoth too, perhaps? That's right. Can you tell us your name? It's Callie. Young Callie, you know Lasham Cove? The boat of my countryman is moored there. I know it. I know the boat too. It's huge. Will you journey with us, young man? We can also offer a hot meal. What's wrong? You don't want to get on the boat? No, it's not that. I've lost Kelly. I mean, my sister. I have to find her. That's important stuff, kid. Why didn't you tell us right away? I tell you what. You run ahead to Lasham Cove and wait by the boat. We'll find your sister for you. Well, I never. We promise you that, Callie. We'll find her for you. Can I really trust you? Yeah, of course. Any idea where we might find this sister of yours? Actually, she likes watching the big boats at Lasham Cove. Maybe she'll be somewhere you can see them all coming and going. Then perhaps we should begin at a higher place that overlooks the cove. Okay, I'll wait at the harbor, but please find my sister. Alrighty then. Another thing to worry about. And look, another thing I'm not going to be able to do anything with yet. Makes me wonder if we'll end up with any other blades over the course of this.
You could put me to better use.
Well, for now... may as well... actually, no, we'll grab the side quest first, then we'll see to the rest. Hey, have you ever noticed all the guff washing up ashore? Machine parts and what have you. Happens a lot in Gormont and in Torna. I'm an adventurer, by the by. I travel around Olria searching for the stuff. You see, to the untrained eye, they just look like scrap, but there's plenty of value inside. To get it though, you need a tool called a Seeker, designed by top engineers. But I think my Seeker's broken or something. I was planning on using it to pick up lots of parts all over Gormont, but looks like that won't be happening now. I don't just want to wait around twiddling my thumbs here though. Maybe you could go instead of me. Try and collect some machine parts for me. What do you think? I don't mean to be nosy, but you're a tough bunch, right? Drivers, blades... well, searching in monster-infested places should be right up your street. The look on your faces tell me you're interested. Great, that settles it. So first of all, you'll have to build a Silver Seeker. Once you've got one of those, you'll be able to retrieve the useful parts from the scrap. To make a Silver Seeker, you'll need a Crabble Carapace, which you can get at the Serene Springside nearby. Once you have a Seeker, you can use it to recover useful parts from the washed up machines you find. Currently I'm after one Bat Hinge and a Scarlet Coil. There are plenty of silver machine parts all over Gormont, but I'd like you to look for those. I'll be here waiting for you, don't you worry. Oh boy. Always something, huh?
Let's see what we have here.
Now real quick, is there anything to be gained from this spot? What was Callie's sister called again? Kelly? Kelly, yeah. So Kelly went to look at the boat all on her own? I guess. Pretty gutsy for a little girl to travel through the wilds of Gormont on her own like that. She's probably got bigger stones than you, Mick. Shut up. I could do it no problem. Sure you could. You wouldn't do it alone? Obviously, I could do it blindfolded. You don't sound too sure. Well, I'll prove it then. Come on, boys. Play nice. We will. Sorry. Milton started it. Shut it, you. Yeah. Now, what was that? Creative cuisine?
Time to get cooking. I'm kinda excited.
Even shows you a list of what you've actually done, huh? So I just need the Crabble Carapace then, huh? So be it. Alright, meanwhile, look what I found.
Be inside. What could be inside?
Overdramatic music and a Nopon drug lord. No, those two things are not mutually exclusive. Alright, where did you say I can find it? Green Springside, huh? Is that marked as a location already? Let's go looking. Oh, there we are. Alright, the monster name? Crabble Carapace, so... actually, I didn't get the monster name. Well, presumably I just need to go look for a crab thing, right? That should be simple enough. Oh wait, it's not... oh wait, that's a little stronger of a crab than I want to fight right now. The post-battle dialogue in Torna is full of some really good roasts. Well, thus far it's only been, hey, we're all in this together.
Sound of my voice.
Although, to be fair, if Mithra's gonna continue being spicy, I suppose that'll change. Alright. There we go. That got what we need? Yes, it did. Alright, now we just have to make Hugo craft it. There's a reason this game is sometimes called Mithra and Bullies of Torna. I have seen Mithra called a simpleton, but I don't know what that's in reference to, or can't recall what that's in reference to. Clearly I need to replay this.
Started? Success!
There we are. Unless, oh wait a minute. Unless that's Bridget and, well, Bridget's introduction to the Aegis, which that would make sense. Alright, now we can go, let's see, gather a Bat Hinge in Gormont, huh? Actually, there's one pretty close by to that. Well, now that we've gotten that part sorted, I suppose we can set the main story to be the main quest for now. Alright. Want us to go this way, huh? Oh yeah, I want a high point. Let's take a look around. Bridget and Laura holler that in the same cutscene? Okay, I am remembering correctly then. Clearly I'm getting overly distracted with other things. Honestly, I was planning on using the next flexible day to try and blaze through Wargroove faster, but apparently I need to spend time with this game more, outside of just the New Game Plus. Alright, so what's above this way?
What a terrible
Nature makes a
chore.
fine ally.
Thoughts on Xenoblade 2 memes? I haven't seen too many memes of Xenoblade 2. Most of the feed that I get of Xenoblade memes is of the Definitive Edition, and I've been trying to avoid number 2 since that it seems that it's bleeding into Future Connected more than Xenoblade 1 is.
Terrible chore.
So a short version, haven't seen too much yet. Okay, hang on. Oh, that's why. Right idea, wrong direction.
It's a nice change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Terrible chore.
Alrighty. Actually, hang on a minute. Did that get what I need for this guy? No, it's not marked as exclamation point. Well, I mean, actually, what memes have I seen outside of the... Well, outside of Don't Forget Me? Not too many.
I'm something of an expert.
Although now that I've said that, that's gonna be half of the React submissions now, isn't it?
I could handle this alone.
In any case, it pays to be cautious.
Alrighty.
Let's keep it up.
I don't know why I have to kill this, but let's kill it anyway. Whoops, wrong button. Oh, I had feared to have tracked it. It's young. I'm assuming not, but still. That's how it looks from the outside, so I'll go with it. Down you go.
Laura,
Nice and easy.
have you ever considered writing a diary?
I've thought about it, actually. But in all honesty, Bridget, I'm happiest keeping all my memories here, in my heart.
Isn't this fun?
Completely different mindset.
I've always wanted to do this.
And someone's already dying to show me memes of the third game, huh? Oh boy. Most of the ones I want to show are spoilers. Sounds about right. And that's why I've been avoiding the number 2 memes. For some reason, Definitive Edition tends to be fairly self-contained. No idea why that is, but still.
I've always wanted to do this.
And even then, I have to be careful because, well, even just looking at that Did You Know Gaming thing that you had me react to a while back, the fact that, oh, yeah, there's no blades in this game. I mean, Albus is there, but oh, wait, back up. So that's... So, I guess this is blocked off entirely, huh? Changing the terrain. Ooh. My curiosity is rewarded.
My hopes are high for this one.
Ooh. How good are those core chips? Wrong button.
Power.
This. Let's use it wisely.
There we go. Now, oh yeah, I was looking at core chips. Ooh. Straight up better. Yeah, let's go with it. At least give one to Jin. I think I literally just upgraded a couple of people. Oh, wow. Didn't I literally just upgrade you? I'm feeling stubborn on that count. I'm gonna hold off.
Isn't this fun?
I'm something of an expert.
Funnily enough, I haven't seen that many memes around Zeke. That's actually kind of surprising to me. Then again, I haven't exactly been seeking them out.
I've always wanted to do this.
Huh? Who are you? Kelly? Yeah, that's me. How did you know? Oh, my brother. You can take me to him? Oh, please. That keeps things simple. Alright, let's get over there.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Isn't this fun?
Kelly! Kelly! Aww. I can't thank you enough. Careful you don't lose her again, kid. You should be looking out for your little sis, you know. Yeah, I'll make sure that never happens again. Without actually being level-headed. Never thought I'd see the day. Hey, Callie, you left this behind. I've been holding on to it this whole time. Oh. I thought that was gone forever. Nice one, Kelly. Looks just like Laura's mother's keepsake. Hey, mind if I take a look at that? No problem. How did you come by this? I got it from Auntie Rania. What? My mother? Auntie Rania had another one, but Callie was always hankering after it. She said it was really precious to her and she couldn't let it go. So she made me one that looked a bit like it. She said she was sorry she couldn't make it any better. I mean, I don't care about that so much. She made it for me. So it's precious to me no matter what it looks like. I see. Well, take care of yourselves, you two. We promise! Hey, the way you said that just now, it sounded just like Auntie Rania. Yeah, just like her. I don't doubt it. I'm sure that we could converse for hours, but I'd like to propose a course of action for our new friends here. For us, you mean? That's right. Our vessel will be soon returned to Morardain. Perhaps you two ought to be aboard when it sets sail. A wise idea. Things are not so unsettled in Morardain. Morardain, huh? No, I made a promise to Ardar. He said he was waiting for us. We can't leave Gormont. You're right. Thanks, but I guess we can't come with you. You need to stay behind and wait for Dad at the camp. Understood. We cannot force you to come. Indeed. If you start moving around now, there's a chance you might miss him. Of course, we'll leave you with some provisions so you won't get hungry. Yeah, okay. Thank you for everything. I bring news. Something tells me it's urgent. Correct, ma'am. If I may, this information is for His Highness's ears alone. You may approach. I see. Everyone, may I ask you to reconvene in the boat strategy room later? Something unforeseen, is it? Indeed. I'll give you the details presently. Fuck yes. Or to C2 there, huh?
Give me a shout next time something happens.
Alrighty. Recipe added. Alright, let's go see what this entails then. I'll have to explore around properly before too long, but still.
Thank you all for joining me here. I'm afraid I have important news that I need to impart to Adam.
Oh, yes?
It's about the militia.
The who now?
I've been gathering an army in Uriah. People who've lost homes, families. People who'll make a stand against Malos.
Well, according to intelligence we received, they have departed from Uriah now.
What? Why? Malos' whereabouts are still unclear.
It seems that Uriah has conscripted them all. It's now a special regiment of the Urian Self-Defense Forces.
I thought I'd sorted this all out with the Urian King.
At His Majesty's behest, we have ascertained the position of the moving troops. They are heading to Torna as we speak.
Oh.
We have established communications, so you can send word at any time.
When they get to Torna, tell them to go to a letter. Ugh.
As you say.
He didn't seem to like the idea of that. What's that going to entail? Laura? I've never seen Adam like that before. He's gone off somewhere. Is it best to leave him alone, do you think? That's for you to decide. I'll go where you go. Right. No, he might need someone at a time like this. We have to go after him. But yes. As expected, breaking us off from the rest. Oh, we can talk to people in here though. Neat. Adam? Didn't he go out to get some air? You're worried about him, right? You should go talk to him. Alrighty then. Master Adam is a kind soul. We even considered making a place for the families and soldiers who have lost their homes show great compassion. But I couldn't help noticing that he looks very pained. I guess it'll depend on what exactly his plan is then. Whoa. Cool ship. Yeah. Master Adam, we left the resistance there because we trusted the king. Oh Laura, how can this be happening? At present, it's unclear exactly why the King of Uriah has acted the way he did regarding the resistance. Let's hope it's just a simple misunderstanding. Let's hope. Probably not though. No matter the age, you must always be prepared lest some conniving rat stabs you in the back. I'm not referring to anyone in particular, you understand. But it's a story you hear all too often. I'd advise you to tread very carefully. Yeah. I sense that His Majesty is not quite himself of late. I cannot blame him, considering the terrible events to which he has borne witness. though he tries not to show it. I have come to understand the workings of his heart. I already spoke to you, so looks like it's just a matter of prodding at him then. Let's be off then. Now what's over this way?
That wasn't like you.
Huh. You think so?
Yes. I thought you always know what to do. You're never lost.
I wish that really were the case. To tell the truth, I'm always worrying. Ever since I became Mithra's driver, anyway.
It didn't seem that way at all.
Power lends one an air of capability. Even more so when it comes to the Aegis. When we first met, we could have burnt you to pieces. Though fortunately, we avoided that thanks to Jin.
Is that why you were away from the militia?
As I am not in full control of Mithra's power. Scores of soldiers could die by my hand. I was frightened. This cataclysm Malos caused, it's likely all because Questa Amalthus was unable to control him. And if that's true, then perhaps I too.
Valid concern.
I think she's well aware. Just not so comfortable saying it.
That's your analysis.
Well, I have been with Jin, the paragon of Torna, for 17 years. I can roughly tell how much of their strength the blade is using just by watching them. She's making sure you... No, she's holding herself back to make sure she doesn't go that way. Deep down, she's very kind.
Don't hear your say... Don't hear... Well, don't ever hear you say that.
I'm just not man enough.
Don't think that way. You'll get used to it little by little. I was the same.
If only time would slow down and afford me the chance.
Yeah.
Indeed. We should be able to take a ship headed straight to Aletta from here. That's great, but why has it gotta be a passenger ship? Can't we travel with the Emperor? What's wrong with making a grand entrance? I'm awfully sorry. Though I may be traveling with Lord Adam, I'm afraid my actions aren't officially sanctioned. But wait, you're the Emperor, how could they be... Why wouldn't they be officially sanctioned? Okay, explain to Xion. His Majesty's ship is a war vessel. It would take considerable negotiation before Torna granted us docking privileges. Figures. Okay, fine. That attitude of yours is what gives us so much trouble. You just don't stop to think about the consequences, do you? Honestly, I give up. Behold the mighty Aegis, wielder of unthinkable power and unparalleled foolishness. Hey, would you get off my case? I didn't even say anything. Knock it off, you two. At the very least, we've got a nice leisurely cruise ahead of us, and that's something. I'm excited to meet the Resistance, people who all look up to Adam. Well then, if we're all agreed, let's get on with it and talk to the captain, shall we? Lucky us. Alrighty. Let's see, is it worth hitting any of the side quests and any other such? No, we'll head straight in. I'll wait till they physically bar me before I run into a difficulty spike before I worry about the side quests as much. I'll collect them, but I won't actively pursue until I'm hitting a wall. You again, eh? It's nice to have regulars. You're going to Aletta and Torna this time. You paid enough before, so this trip's on me. Ready to go? Here we go. I'll head for Aletta fast as I can. Meanwhile, what else is Chad up to? You will pay for your insolence? Oh boy, more memes. This is third Aegis, technically, so he's the third of the Trinity. Yep, I'm aware. Never underwent the conversion to a blade. How did Pyro and Mithra end up as blades anyway? What does that make Elvis? Thoughts on the birth of the universe seen in Out 1 and 2? I'd be curious to know how exactly the land was devastated in the wake of, well, what Klaus did. Because they make it clear that parts of it got flung into dimensions unknown. And there's also another aspect of, hey, we've got this, well, hey, there's this grand cataclysm that resulted from it. But I'd be curious to know, well, was it a power surge or, well, what I'm trying to figure out is what killed those who remained that somehow didn't kill Klaus. That's what I'm having trouble piecing together in my mind. And there's a big softie. Oh, gee, I'm totally surprised. Back to Torna. Or is this a different location? Looks like a different port. Yep. Let's take a look around. I've heard that, yep, more tutorials.
This is becoming addictive.
Alrighty. Let's take a look around. Place your bets on how long it takes me before I... 0 seconds! Who might you be?
Ahoy! Miss me? Lord Adam.
Lord Adam's finally come back!
Welcome back, Lord Adam.
Wow. Someone's got himself a bit of a fan club.
He is a royal.
Maybe that's why he decided to take action. To wield that love for good.
By the way, Adam gave the order to meet in this place specifically, right? What's so special about it?
This land is Adam's domain. Look, that over there is his manor.
Certainly fit for a prince.
It could stand to be bigger.
Really?
And, you know, not in the middle of nowhere.
Are you completely incapable of saying something without sarcasm?
Yes.
Sorry. It's just how I am. I don't really think I can help it.
She's right, though. It is quite away from the capital.
He is far too esteemed for his own good. Fourth in line to the throne, but loved by soldiers and citizens.
His relations with High Prince Zeta are quite strained as a result, I hear.
That's why he's out here?
Really? I suppose even princes have problems.
For a place out in the back of beyond, it doesn't seem all that bad. Look at all this lush scenery. I think I could live here quite comfortably. It warms my heart to hear you say so. I like it here too. I've been thinking about dabbling in a bit of architecture here someday. Well, we'd better finish Malus off quickly then, so you can run off and live life as a hermit. That's the plan. Will we be staying here a while? Long enough to gather some intel on Malos. Plus, there are a few things I need to sort out with the Resistance. That suits me just fine. If you don't mind, I think I'll go for a stroll. Understood. Thank you all for acting in the interests of His Majesty. What are you off to? Well, no, wrong accent. Where are you off to, Hugo? A regiment of ours has been tasked with disarming remnant Cian troops at a nearby archipelago. Lefthyria? My presence there has been requested so I may inspire them. And inspired they will be. It would take a stone heart not to be touched by your selfless courage. It goes both ways, Adam. I also wish to express my gratitude for their unceasing efforts. Aegeon shall act as my bodyguard. Bridget, I'd like you to remain here as a point of contact. Don't go running off without me once you've discovered Malus' whereabouts now. What, and face him without his majesty's prodigious talents? It would be foolhardy in the utmost. I'm honored that you think so. Alright, I will return shortly. Hold the fort for us, Bridget. I'll be just fine, as long as you take care of His Majesty, Aegeon. Yeah. Off you two go to have an adventure. Right then, let's see if we can't iron out a few of these problems the Resistance have been having. Is there something we can help with? Jin and I would be more than happy to help. Right, Jin? Of course, if that's what you want. Thanks, both of you. You'll be a big help. The biggest problem we've got right now is a lack of provisions. What, food provisions? I'm afraid so. Like you said, this place is cut off from the rest of the world. It's no wonder they're so hard up. I think making sure our army doesn't die of starvation is more important than finding Malus right now, don't you? Yes, very wise. History has proven many a time that the victors are those who have been fed and rested well. Just so. We should start by talking to Brogan, as he's the one who divvies up the rations, shall we? Alrighty then.
I said I'd do it, so consider it done.
Let's see. I think Klaus was the activator and closer to the epicenter, so he was affected differently. There's also a theory that the Inferno Guido is the other half of Mayneth, because it drops an ID that looks the same as the ID that Galia wears in the Birth of a Universe cutscene. I'll have to keep that in mind when I eventually get back to Moritha. Although, I suppose time will tell anyway. Then again, if both of them were split up, that would make it a little easier to justify, although, did they get both split in half? That's the next question. And if so, why would she be turned into a part of a monster? And how would... Well, something to mull over. For now. Chief Orion Overseer. Are you lot? More tutorials. Brogan, is that you? Whoa. Lord Adam! Please, a moment. Really? Hey, he's turning blue. Jammed! Here, drink some water. Whew. Looks like your color's returned. I'm afraid I have no idea who you are, but I owe you my life. I think you're exaggerating a little there. Not at all. I'd give you something by way of thanks, but I'm afraid it's a difficult time for me right now. Brogan, have you been snitching food on the sly again? Lord Adam! No, perish the very thought! So what were you doing here then? Because whatever it was, it sounded awfully like someone guzzling to me. Prince, I was disposing of spoiled food, your highness. You mean, you were scarfing down rotten food? That can't be good for your health. Thank you kindly for your concern, but I am fortunate to have a naturally robust gut. I couldn't risk giving this inferior stuff to the resistance fighters. That sorta makes sense. No, it doesn't. Stop being courteous. Why are you being courteous now, Mithra? Come on. You could say I was maximizing efficiency by combining food quality management with disposal. And if I can quiet the rumbling in my stomach at the same time, well, that's a tertiary bonus. Yes, Brogan, I get it. You'll stop at nothing to make things more efficient. As we've just seen, you'll even risk your own life for it. Could you give me a report on the state of our food supplies? Of course. Well, since your highness's recent return, we've been catering for a few more soldiers. We've organized food gathering squads and dispatched them here and there, but sadly manpower does not suffice. I suppose I bear some responsibility for that. Yeah, we should help out with the catering too. Indeed. Must do what we can to improve the situation until His Majesty returns. Thank you all. You're too kind. Here's the list of our most needed foodstuffs. 2 grimdark crabs, 4 portions of fairest beast meat, 2 large lactonuts, and 6 measures of weeping flour. That seems easily doable. We should probably get 1 more each than he asked for. He's pilfer prone. I guess we have everything we need to start searching. Off we go then. I see the Guidos have core crystals in them, remember? They were originally conceived as a replacement for human brain cells. I do remember that part, although I can't recall too much as to how things turned out from there. Alright, real quick. Anything I can improve here? Oh wow, decent buff. Actually, a slightly better block rate would probably be good for you. Those are the blades I can affect right now. This probably makes the most sense for Mithra. Huh, that must be what Bridget's using then. Fair enough. I guess since that your damage isn't the most important aspect of you, that should be fine. Do I want anything for Jin? No, let's keep the good crit rate for now. Well, the better crit rate, I should say. Anything good at accessories-wise? Not bad, honestly, looking at these. Anything worth selling? Probably not. Let's see, what's chat up to? Nothing about the Infernal Greedo and Gallia being the same is confirmed. It's just a fan theory I've heard. Could just be a case of reusing assets. Given the rush nature of it, that is a very distinct possibility, although, then again...
Aren't we intrepid?
Well, the game does have a habit of trying to be more thorough and stuff like this, so can't necessarily dismiss it out of hand. Question for you, driver. Alright, more nonsense. Alright, so, usual nonsense.
The suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me.
Had more other stuff than just red pollen orbs. Curious.
This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
Hang on, there's a side quest here? Requires me to go up above, huh? When we're setting out on a campaign like this, there's no telling when we'll be able to return to the motherland. The soldiers usually aren't thrilled to be assigned to such missions, but Macbeth from my squad, he's a different story. He's unusually pure of heart for a soldier, very eager to make himself useful to the Emperor. Though he hasn't demonstrated any exceptional skill, I see promise in him. He's one to keep an eye on, I'd say. We'll see how that ends up turning out. Alright, so if we gotta go up above, looks like that's the way to reach it, huh? Let's go. But hey, that's just a theory, a reference. Oh, jeez. yeah, I gotta throw it in there, huh? You look Orion. We call ourselves the Resistance Army, but we're actually just starting out. Not so much an army as a club, really. We may be small, but we've got all sorts. Orions, Tornans, Gormati, Ardanians. There's plenty of folk in Uriah who'd readily put us to use as some kind of mercenary strike force. But who's to say that that won't strain tensions with Torna and more Ardane? We've worked hard to get this far. As lieutenant, I'm not able to let my troops be used to fight their homelands. We've only got one goal, defeat Milos. Hopefully it stays that way, but I suppose time will tell. Hang on, what that? Alright, step one, grab.
The suspense is killing me.
What this? Ah, more of the slate pieces. I was even more thorough in my exploration. Shout out to. Sorry you had to do it. Too bad. How dare you anyway?
Intrepid.
Ah, Lord Adam. Hello, this. All's well, I trust. I have a minor problem to report. Here it comes. I've dropped the vault key. What? Oh boy, that is a predicament. Just a predicament? It's a vault. Surely it's got things that one might want to access sometime. Yes, ma'am. It is a storage location for all the Origo family owns, from ancient treasures through to tableware, ma'am. Wait, everything they own is in there? Master Adam, this sounds bad. We have to find it. The key, I mean, straight away. How kind of you. Are you really that worried about my possessions? I've been poor before, so I know what it feels like to have nothing. And it feels bad. And considering the vault contains priceless artifacts, it would be terrible if some villain were to find the key first. Ah, about that. No worries on that count, ma'am. I dropped it in a Grafton Ferris den somewhere out of Rackham Moor. So no need to worry about anyone picking it up. I may be incompetent, but I'm not that incompetent. No, I think the dropping part proves the incompetence. The rest is just icing. And why were you even there? You can pick medicinal herbs there. They help my gran, so I got all caught up in picking them, and out came the Ferris. Exactly, ma'am. What is the point of you, really? I mean, it's an important thing, the key, so I always carry it with me wherever I go, ma'am. Stop torturing the help, Mithra. We'll get the key, Voss, don't worry. Well, this. Wow, really? Thank you for your honesty. I'm relieved you weren't hurt. Lord Adam, you're too kind. You heard it, madam. Too kind for your own good. Perfect freeze frame.
I hope we'll be able to help.
Perfect freeze frame. Alrighty. Check the cave to the side of Alita. What cave to the side of Alita? There's something down by the port that I missed? Doesn't look it.
Aren't we intrepid?
Unless there's something over this way that I somehow missed. Nope, there is not. Goodbye, cruel world!
Titan's foot. I almost had a heart attack.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Other side? Oh, you must mean up there then, huh?
The suspense is
I would presume so anyway. Guess we'll find out.
The suspense is killing me.
Actually, what does Jin have to say to stuff like that?
Better be good. Better be good.
Now what might you have to say? Hi everyone, and welcome to the militia camp. Here people from all different countries and social standings live together under one roof. Figuratively, we live in tents. It was all Lord Adam's idea. At first we were separated and based on homeland, but that didn't work out very well. There were some rough patches when we adopted Lord Adam's plan, but he helped us resolve our differences. Now we care more about who snores at night than who's from where. I'm sure Lord Adam really knew we'd get along like this. I really admired him for being so forward-thinking. Tell it to him yourself. Fine, don't be cheeky like that. Outside? That doesn't really narrow it down. First up, though.
Let's get down to business.
Alrighty. We can make those charms right now. Then we've got Renia's charm there. Increase lure range by 2 meters? Not the most useful thing, but may as well.
It turned out rather well.
Ooh.
There. A cologne to covet.
Hey, Adam. How come we're low on food? Like, aren't you the boss around here? Couldn't you just tax him a little? I'd hate to see you in power. Life is hard here, Mithra. Aleta's in the hinterlands of Torna. The population is small compared to the capital. With the resistance forces coming here in such large numbers, resources are strained. There's no preparing for it. I can't really force them to provide for us, and anyhow, taking care of ourselves is the right thing to do. Makes sense, I guess. A little. We all need to start doing our bit from now on to try to ease the food supply problem. That's right. It's the only way we'll be able to manage. Hey, Master Adam, if there's anything you need me and Mick to do, then just holler and we'll do it. I mean, it's not right for us to just keep free, Lord. We want to run our keep. Thanks, everyone. I think we're going to be just fine. Are we now? Let's find out. There's a cave near Aleta that slates can be used at. Ah, that's what you're hinting at. I'm assuming it's that cave over there? Find out. Let's just blaze in this direction and see what we find. Oh, lovely. Hey, look, another one of the slates. Alright, mind the aggro range. I don't feel like turning it off. Cinnabar, huh? Ancient seal of Aleta.
Here we are.
Ah, I see. Alrighty then. That partially opened the way. Alright then. I wonder what we get for our efforts. Alright. Couple lock scores. I'll take that.
There's something here.
Hopefully that ends up being useful. Alrighty, now. Let's go find something to mulch. Or get mulched ourselves, apparently. Looking at the strength of the monsters around here.
There's something here.
Maybe I will be compelled to go deal with side quests. Maybe I should start doing Let's Play content in this now. How would I time that? I want to mull over the best way to handle that if I do decide to do that.
If we must.
Oh, you're gonna pay attention to us? Alright.
You're doing well.
Yes, this should be Snowblade. No soul standing. Star Slash. Yes, this should do it.
Take this! Back into the flame!
Open wide. Ice spring.
Okay, why am I taking aggro? There we go. Alright. E3. Oh, a little too quick on that draw for that one.
Not too bad.
There we go. Alright, so it looks like I am able to take care of myself at least a little bit.
Can we use this?
Nature makes a fine ally.
If we must.
Alright, I guess I can't get too close to that, huh? Alright, here we go.
my back.
There we go. There we go.
But perhaps
Presumptuous, aren't you?
What was that now?
Easy now, guys. We're all friends here.
Allegedly. I wish I had heard more than just one or two of those lines. Hello.
We've been spotted.
Alright, let's see if I can do this without attracting the attention of your friends. We appear to have attracted the attention of your friends.
Okay, with you there.
Get back here. There we go. Alright, I think we got a handle on this. A little too soon on that, huh? There we go. Alright, looks like we're okay against the normal monsters anyway.
You remind me of a rabid goat, the way you swing that sword around.
Oh, you're gonna say that to me? You with your swords that stretch out like Arcadian dog leashes? Actually, I just imagine you walking around with two dogs. And I gotta say, it might be kind of a good look for you.
You're not gonna contest that, Bridget?
The ether bends as I will it.
Light has some unexpected uses, too.
Alrighty then.
Aren't we intrepid?
Anything good? Yeah, some good stuff, I suppose. Let's chat up to the...
Looks like they
Oh,
might pack a punch.
right as I'm about to pay attention to chat. Lucky me. Whoops, didn't wait long enough for break to kick in. There we are. There we are. Very nice. Okay. Just realized you're taking a lot of damage. Heal that. I suppose that's one way to get the heat off of Bridget. Inflict a bunch of heat of our own. Damn, I don't have chain attacks yet. There we are. Let's see. Nice.
The future is within our grasp.
I shall use this power for the glory of Mordain.
This is
Nature
becoming
makes a
addictive.
fine ally.
There we go. Nice and easy. Now can I catch up with chat? Okay. Let's see. Also, there were some people who vehemently denied Alvis was, well, was the third blade. Nah. It implied Adam had well, hang on. Check my Alvis comment. Well, this was before Definitive Edition in 3, which confirmed it. Most thought Alvis was Ontos. Wonder why they would have believed that. And again, easy for me to say that given what I know with the definitive edition, and to be fair, if you can't see the core crystal necessarily, I could see being stubborn on that. Now, that is what I call a real predicament. Looks pretty vicious. Did the boy really enter its den? I'm impressed he left alive at all. Vez was born under a lucky star. The manor is full of anecdotes about things like this. He's a forthright man, he wouldn't lie about this. If he says he went in, I have no reason to disbelieve him. You seem awfully calm about this. What do you do? Oh, if we can't get the key back. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, the things that matter the most aren't inside the vault. Oh, really? I know where you're going with that, but I'm sure there's still plenty of things in there that do matter a bit. And I'm not letting you lose that. Thank you, Laura. Looks like it's still upset about our friend wandering into its den. We'll have to draw it away somehow. Or defeat it where it stands. Those seem to be the only choices. Well, in that case... I don't have a lot of food. Let's take it on. I'm afraid more people might get attacked by this beast. We should take it down just in case. You make a good point. Don't overdo it, Laura. Don't worry, I know my limits. Okay then, it's go time. Let's see if I can actually take it down. I don't think I can take this.
Right?
Laura's safety is my charge.
I don't think I'll... yep, I'm not beating this.
My apologies, Your Majesty. Is that the royal? Heal yourself now!
I should have done the draw it away with food option, shouldn't I have?
We can take them on a bit later.
We'll avenge ourselves next time.
I just locked that behind a level 35 skill barrier, didn't I?
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Welp indeed, chat. Alright then. Alright, so... Alright. Well... Search the shores of Torna.
Aren't we intrepid?
So, we've got a few points. So basically we have to search every collectible imaginable. Okay, that looked like an Absol for some reason. The Pokemon, before you ask.
This is becoming addictive.
Alright, so... Gotta search the shores and grassland, huh?
This is becoming addictive.
And if anything attacks us while we're out here, I guess we get to make mincemeat of it.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Alright, that gets 2 of the lactonuts we need. This claims there's one here, but... Maybe it's scattered about elsewhere. Or tucked away.
Think they'll leave us alone if
Hello!
we ask nicely?
I think we should probably run away real quick. At least see if we can draw a few of them.
I'm fine. Just fine.
Okay, yeah, definitely get some distance real quick. Okay, so you're the only one following? We can take one monster on. Ha!
Really put my foot in it, haven't I?
Allegedly.
We can take them on a bit
Okay.
later.
I feel like brute forcing this. Whoops. Alrighty. Now, Step 1.
Let's get down to business. This came out very well. This came out very well.
It tastes better than it looks. Probably.
Let's see, how far can we send it?
What an incredible feeling.
I shall use this power for the glory of Mordain.
I can still improve. I have to.
Yeah, all this is on Toast, but it was not directly said in 2. Yeah, I'm aware. It was just because it wasn't directly said doesn't mean it doesn't make a degree of sense. I mean, what other force could possibly exist if not Zanza and Mayneth?
Looks like we're out of snacks.
Yeah, and that was why I set those up, because I needed to eventually put more into the pouch items, right?
I feel content having this.
Good to know. Not a fan, huh, Adam? Alright, so be it.
Aren't we intrepid?
Alright, back to the search.
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Alright. Okay, so that's a mineral collectible. That is going to attack us the moment we go here, but let's go for it
Nature
anyway.
makes a fine ally.
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to oblige.
There we are. Down you go. There we are. Oh yeah, I've done that enough for driver for one of the side quests, huh? Might be worth doubling back just to knock that over. Let's see if we get anything good here first.
Spoiling for a fight.
Okay, fine, I'll knock you over first. To be fair, I do need to work on gaining experience and whatnot, so I suppose I can't complain too much. There we go.
Ready to unleash an elemental attack. How about this?
Alrighty. You do not want to get broken, huh? There we go. Okay. Hit it again. For all of 2 seconds, apparently. Ooh. First and second. Somehow below us? A good chance of that, actually, given how the landscape's set up. Either way, we carry on. Okay. Not what I need to search for, but I'm curious to see if there's anything here. Well, I'm curious to see what's here, more than... Actually, don't I need to gather fish?
Aren't we intrepid?
Not quite the fish we're looking for, but hey, let's look around this shore some more.
Aren't we intrepid?
There we go. Another one done. Okay, so we've just got the lectern and the weeping flower, huh?
This is becoming addictive.
This is becoming tedious. Oh jeez, stay away.
This is becoming addictive.
At least I got one with that. Anything good over this way?
This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
So that's actually a tree spot, obviously. What kind of spot is this?
Aren't we intrepid?
There we go. Alright. Just need the weeping flowers then, huh? This could take a while. See if we can grab this before we get attacked. Probably not. Alright, may as well just have it out then. Stop blocking my attack. You're annoying. Also, I'm taking a lot of damage from this. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Now I can approach the collectible spot.
This is becoming addictive.
There we go. Now, before we get attacked again, I'm assuming that the best way to grab what I need for collectibles...
That was a nice change of pace.
Alright,
is to just have them respawn. Along with probably the monsters that are guarding them, but hey. Clearly I need the experience, right?
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Oh hey, there we are. Not as tedious as I expected. Better nice. There's... Let's chat up here. There are some weirdos like that, the people who ended up denying everything. There are even some deniers after Definitive Edition, but less so. Well, there's always some clingers on, as you mentioned. Let's see. Still, what can you do? Welcome back. We managed to get all the food you wanted. Take a look. I'll take the liberty of confirming. 3 Grimdark crabs, 5 portions of Ferris beast meat, 3 lacto nuts, and 7 measures of weeping flour. Oh, there appears to be even more here than I originally requested. Think of it as a little token of our appreciation, Brogan. Also, if you make yourself ill eating rotten food, it's going to affect the troops' morale. So be sure to eat your fill of this stuff and keep up the good work. Your Highness! I'm scarcely worthy of such an honor, but this my devotion is sealed forever. Hey, come on, don't go overboard. Master Adam, would you mind if me and Mick took care of the cooking today? The 2 of you? Yup. The caterers are looking pretty overworked since all the other people showed up. We should help out. That's very thoughtful of you. Then I'd be honored to ask for your assistance. Okay, let's get to it, Mick. This is good, but it's only a temporary measure. Need to come up with a permanent solution. Well, ideally there won't need to be a permanent solution long term. Unless you mean
I'm glad we could be of
keeping
help.
those 2 occupied. At which point, yeah, I don't know what kind of solution you can come up with there.
Mick, mind cutting the veggies?
That's not how physics work, but okay.
Hey, you're pretty good at that.
Not really. Anyone could do it.
Looks good to me anyway.
Wait, Mithra in the background, should we be nervous?
Oi! Mithra!
Huh?
What are you doing?
Preparing the meat, of course. Are your eyes not working or something?
You're oversalting it.
I'll cut it out. Back away and don't touch anything.
What? But why?
Seems like fun. Why don't I help, too?
Don't encourage her. You wouldn't talk that way if you knew the atrocities of Mithra's cooking.
Atrocities?
Really? Really? Why is it... Why are you making a gag out of this? Really? It gave them a seizure.
It does more damage to you than any artifice ever could.
Are we gonna talk about the pile of veggies?
Hey, watch it! Don't go around saying mean things like that.
Mithra.
Yeah?
Can I borrow you?
See, that's the diplomatic way.
What is it? I'm about to help with dinner.
Laura, you too? Would you mind sparring with me, please?
I don't mind, but...
Why don't I help with the cooking?
Oh, well, alright then.
What, go borrow Jin's blade? Unless this is the scene to... well... he knows.
Thank goodness.
Surely it can't be that bad.
Why in the background?
You could always try it out.
How is there that much material?
Perhaps not.
I have questions. Why is... Has no one's told Mikhail to stop? Why? I'll wager nothing tastes as good as a good meal after some solid training. That sounds about right. Ain't so much, I feel like I'm gonna burst. Pardon me, Master Adam, sir. While I was giving out rations, I heard the soldiers talking. They were saying the lead bridge still hasn't been repaired. What, still? We sent workers there a while back. What held them up? From what I hear, Goggles have been giving them no end of grief. I thought we'd preempted that too. Didn't we send enough guards? I must have underestimated the problem. Those Goggles sound pretty tough. They're really not. I could see them being a handful in packs though. For your average soldier anyway. Those things are what destroyed the bridge in the first place. If we don't get that bridge repaired, it's going to seriously delay our going to and from the capital. How are Hugo and Aegeon? I believe it may still be a while before they return. Great. Let's go and wrap this whole bridge affair up before Hugo gets back. We'll set out early tomorrow morning. Okay, we'll help you with that. Actually, I might have to pass. Oh, what's wrong? Not feeling well? No, it's not that. It's just, I promised that I'd make my special dish tomorrow. Forgot about that! I'll get all the ingredients and what have you, so you can focus on helping Master Adam. He needs you. There will be time enough to cook later after we get rid of the Goggles. We can celebrate our victory. We really could do with the help, Jin. Alright then. Heh, or you could just leave all that to me. I'll cook up a feast for the ages. No, you flippin' well won't! Well, it would be a feast for the ages. Just not for the reason that Mithra thinks it's gonna be. Okay then. Shall we clear out the monsters on that bridge like we discussed earlier? Where exactly is the bridge? A little ways down Rackham Moor. It's not too far. Let's just go and scout it out a bit. Alrighty then.
We can take care of it if you want.
Off we go. Oh, more side quest. Ah, I'm glad to see you all. I am but a humble retainer of Prince Adams, and charged with providing medical care to the great army that resides in our beautiful province of Aletta. As you can imagine, I don't have enough staff for the job, nor indeed do I have enough stuff either. In particular, I'm running dangerously low on not penicillin. It's a substance which can be gathered at the Tirkin Cliff Colony. I tried to just send strong-looking militia soldiers to fetch it. Alas, those Orions are so reckless and there's no talking to them. You are aware of how their fighting style involves self-inflicted cuts. Well, because of that, in the end, I wound up using more not penicillin than those fools could bring back. It was a complete disaster, let me tell you. And to make a long story short, I'd be most grateful if you could find the time to help me out of this bind. Lucky us.
I see there's work to do.
Let's see if we can knock this out. As we head on our way to other stuff anyway.
Aren't we intrepid?
Alright, let's move.
This is becoming addictive.
So... Oh, I see. Specific collectible spots where we can go for it. At least they're actually marking out the... Okay! Now you're just taking the piss, game. Ooh, there's something down that way. Although I should probably deal with this before I piss off too many others. There we go. Alright, Jin comes in. There we go. Nice.
According to the locals, the horrors come out at night here.
You mean ghosts? It's fine. Just let me at them and watch them run.
I too will let none oppose us, whether they hail from this world or the next.
Actually, I was talking about tough enemies. Sorry to disappoint.
Of course. So, Bergen Colony, huh? Presumably all down this way.
We made it. Good stuff.
Doesn't seem so bad.
For now.
Aren't we intrepid?
I'm something of an expert.
You okay, Adam?
The suspense is killing me.
The Mithra's food is dubious food.
Is killing
Yes,
me.
indeed. So, note to self, don't let her play the latest Zelda. I'm kind of surprised I caught that.
This is becoming addictive.
There we are.
This is becoming addictive.
Alright, we're not penicillin. Oh, you want to have some... Oh, jeez! Someone doesn't like me.
Don't overdo it.
I'm fine. Just fine.
Oh, jeez, I'm down.
I failed you.
Thank you. Alright, first chance I get, I should switch over to make sure I can get some healing down. Again? And of course, Mithra's not focused on getting us up because, of course, she's not.
Sorry to hear, but you don't want to be getting your clothes muddied now. Thank you.
Alright, there we go. Alright, we should be fine now. Although we are attracting more attention than I expected, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, get up. Oh geez, what just did that hit? Heal now. Okay, something's shooting at me. And here I thought Bridget was supposed to be a tank blade. What the heck is this thing? Yeah, go shoot at Mithra for a while, and go shoot at not me for a while. That's the important step. There we go. I'll take that. Oh, that was an enemy, huh? Well. Ooh. More affinity.
Aren't we intrepid?
I'll take it.
Coming with me, treasure.
Thoughts on the veggie gag? I feel like I made my opinion very clear over the course of it. That's a unique. I don't like my chances. Let's see if I can sneak it in. You notice?
These guys
Oh,
should be
crap.
no problem.
Suppose I'd better get my act together.
Lure them this way. Preferably before I die.
Don't overdo it.
Well, I'm about to go down. Yep, I suck. Well, thank you, Bridget, because I. Sorry that you have to worry about that because I suck. And now Mithra's about to. Oh, switched up to Adam to avoid that. Really? Bye, Adam.
Thank you, Bridget.
Yeah, I'm not winning this. Just kill me.
Stand up and fight, Adam.
Although, if I can switch over to... Nope.
Really put my foot in it, haven't I?
Well, I suck. Almost had it. Let's
We
see.
can take them on a bit later.
We'll avenge ourselves next time.
Although I was able to get pretty far along there. I just needed to untarget it. It looks like I can sneak through there. I just needed to untarget. Pretty sure that's all I need to do. Let's find out. Alright, so, do not target.
Aren't we intrepid?
There we go. While we're here,
I think we've been
we run.
spotted.
We investigate later. We've got the waypoint, so we've got that to look forward to later.
That was a nice change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Because I said so. I say, is that the penicillin in your pocket, or... Oh, it is? Well, color me impressed. You brought it all back and not so much as a scratch on any of you. Never mind anything that may have occurred in the happening of this, but regardless, exceptional work. I really wish those militia louts would learn some things from you all. It'd make my life easier at least. Ah, but perhaps I shouldn't compare simple foot soldiers with great heroes of your kind. In any case, I thank you for your help. This should keep us going for a while.
My thanks.
Okay.
How about next time you help yourselves?
Let's see. Given the circumstances, We'll go turn in the quest that we got over here real quick. After that, I'm thinking it probably makes the most sense to call it a night, actually.
All looks so different.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Alright. You're the one I need to talk to. Excellent work. I can tell you performed the 5 blade combos I asked for. I'll report the good news to Roly Poly, my driver. I'll have to hand it to you. You passed the preliminary test with flying colors. Oh, didn't I tell you? It's a 2-step process. The real test starts now. Considering your skills, I'd say you're ready to move straight on to the next step. I'll be right here, so come and talk to me whenever you're ready, and we'll continue. Good luck. Let me guess, now I have to fight you?
How about next time you help yourselves?
Yeah.
This is becoming addictive.
Oh hey, that got me what I needed for the salvager. May as well turn in that in real quick. Yes, it's all here. Plenty enough apple lamps and alloy sheeting. Now Dudan can supply self to making of silver cylinder. Will not be moment. Is all finished? Is all finished. Dudan in fact rather skilled at handiwork, so it was not a tough job. Now is big moment of truth. Time to take special Dudan-style silver cylinder for dip! Friends, watch and learn. Spectacular treasure is waiting for discovery. Aha. Here Dudan go! Meh. Should be spectacular treasure, alright, but Dudan found it followed by big bad monster on way back. Sorry, friends. Could dispose of Tacitus Urchin for Dudan? There's maybe no other way to open treasure otherwise. Thanks in advance! Aha.
Spoiling for a fight. Happy to oblige. You're alive.
I am glad I decided to go do other things before trying this.
Let's switch.
Down you go.
Say, Laura, what do you do when the going gets tough?
Well, I suppose I start thinking about the people dearest to me.
Loved ones, huh? A solid plan.
Right. And after that, it's hard not to end up grinning like an idiot.
Alrighty. That takes care of that, I suppose. Unless there was more to that salvaging quest. Oh, you went up there. At long last, Dudan finally get paws on Gravitonic Clutch! Now to take partner and finish off project. If get hold of certain thing in great number, Dudan can say goodbye to life slaving under Cloud Sea. Dudan return to Torna now. Free just of thanking two friends. Ah! Dudan leave collectibles here as reward, like promised. Hope will come in handy. I suppose time will tell, won't it?
I do only what His Majesty asks of me.
There we go.
I think we've done what's expected of us.
I don't think that's enough bad hinges. At some point you should listen to all the post-battle dialogue. It's on the website, and for 2 there are videos that have them. Yeah, I'll have to go digging through there eventually. Ooh.
Good. This should be good.
I'll have to show this off for Lady Laura.
I will make full use of this skill.
I'll take it. Okay, anything else? Hey, how you doing? You made lots of different types of monsters on your travels, I guess. Be careful of the ones that guard. Yeah.
Aren't we intrepid?
I knew you'd be back. Can't resist the challenge, right? Like I said, I need to make sure my driver has capable allies to escort him on this dangerous mission. So I'll have to ask you to do something a little trickier than last time. Here's what I want you to do. Basically, it's the same drill as before, but now I need you to do 5 of your first finest 3-stage blade combos. Like I said before, a blade combo is a string of specials. The third stage is not that different from the second. For the 3 stages, you'll need to use a special, yeah. And since you've cleared my first trial, let me tell you about critical routes while you're here. The critical route is what we call a special blade combo that follows a particular element sequence. One I know is fire, fire, then light. Do that one and you'll deal much more damage than with just a normal combo. But there are plenty of other critical routes, hoping you'll take this as a chance to experiment. And don't worry though, critical routes aren't really part of the test, so I won't grade you on that. Basically, I don't really mind what blade combos you pull off, as long as you can reach the 3rd stage. As before, you can pick the place, time, and target. Alrighty then. Gotta keep it sharp, huh?
I am certain it'll be worth it in the long run.
Man, so hurty. Dudan was careless. Could not have gone walkies with weapons stored away in luggage. Very bad idea. Dudan forgot that if weapons not always handy, reaction to sudden danger become very difficult. Friends should be careful too. Never know where enemies might lurk. Thanks to terrible mistake, Dudan failed to go to meet partner again. This is very, very depressing. Yeah. Alright, now that we've seen to that. Now, what's the main story that we need, quest that we need to worry about?
All looks so different.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Here we are. Okay. We're trying to take those down now, or first? We don't know Malice's location right now, and we have a little time until Hugo gets back. We'll have to take care of those Gogals so that the repairs for Let Bridge can continue. You're right, we should make that our immediate objective. So these Gogals, are they tough? Were you just saying that you can take them easily? One of the fiercest species of this area, for sure. I bet if I got serious with them, they'd fold in no time. Hey, be serious. If you really went at it, you'd probably destroy what's left of the bridge. Hey, that's not true. Well, okay, maybe it is true. You would blast it right off into the horizon. Let Bridge is a vital link to the capital. You can't really get in or out without it. So we've really got to get rid of those Gogals. But I'll have to ask you to go a little easy on them, Mithra. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever indeed.
A scent that comes from the heart. I was so self-absorbed, I almost burnt it to cinders.
Hunger is the best spice, right? So this should be delicious.
Aha. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. Let's see. Yep. That's where we'll call it for tonight. This is the button I was looking for. There we are. I guess next time we jump into this, we'll see how far along we get. Oh man, didn't expect there to be so many side quests and whatnot to worry about. If I ever get stonewalled, maybe I'd send this to Let's Play content earlier than expected. Either way, or I just... I suppose there's nothing technically stopping me from interjecting the Let's Play content in the playlist once that I've gotten further along. Would take a bit of more effort, but still. See, thoughts on Mithra as a whole? She's more prickly in Torna. Yeah, I noticed. I'd be very curious to see how it plays out here, because I've got a decent beat on what she's like in the main game, but I'd be curious to see what leads to that personality shift leading up to this point. There's bound to be more than just, well... There's bound to be more than just being locked away, because if you're in hibernation for much of those 500 years, then in theory there's not a whole lot of time for that to change, so whatever change is going to happen must be something that we'll witness, at least most likely. So we'll have to see. For now then, that's where we'll call it. So, that should suffice for that. So, this is a reminder for how things are going to look for the next month. As a result of needing to be away from my computer and my home on Wednesdays, I'm going to be I'm going to be unable to use that as the flexible time slot for all of November, likely parts of December. Hopefully not parts of December. I'd like to get back to using the flexible slot for a bunch of stuff, but corollary to that, I need to spend more time with long-term projects on the review channel, and as a result, once that I'm done with Wargroove 2, I'm going to be reclaiming the Friday slot so I can work on that. For now though, Saturday will continue to be Xenoblade, Sunday will continue to be Baldur's Gate 3, and I'll continue to have the flexible Wednesday slot open at my leisure if I do have the time to throw it extra streaming. And at this point, I'm very tempted to throw it at Wargroove 2 if I have it next week. Just so, well, for this upcoming week. So I can try and blaze through what remains. Because it seems that there isn't much left for Wargroove 2. Although, I definitely shouldn't try and rush through it, given we're about to hit we're about to hit Act 3 in the current campaign, so... Definitely gonna want to... Well, after that, I'm definitely gonna want to save the final 3 missions, where everything theoretically coalesces. Want to save that all for another stream entirely. So I've at least got 2 left, depending on whether I use a flexible slot, or can use a flexible slot this week to burn it down. I suppose time will tell, won't it? For now then, that'll be all from me. So, next time we jump into this, we'll see more as to what awaits us here, see if we can make any progress getting through the side quests, and, well, time will tell as to how it ends up working out. So, for now, thank you all once again for watching, and until we meet back up here next week, and if I don't see you at any other point this week, I will see you all later.